Welcome back to the Premier Yarns channel. I'm Liz, and in this video I'll show you how to make a granny rectangle using our Sweet Roll Frostie yarn in the color Strawberry Shortcake. You can get the free written pattern over at premieryarns.com, and this is for the Strawberry Shortcake Throw. Now let's get started on our rectangle. Okay, we'll start off with a chain of 18. And now we'll count 3 chains from the hook, so that's 1, 2, and 3. And into this third chain, we'll work 2 double crochets, a chain of 2, so that's 1, 2, and then 3 more double crochets all into this same chain. And that's going to form the first corner for our rectangle. And next we'll skip 2 chains, so skip this one and work a 3 double crochet cluster into the next chain. 1, 2, and 3 double crochets. And I'm going to repeat that all the way across the chain. So skip 2, 3 double crochet cluster in the next chain. Now when you get to the last 3 chains, you're going to skip 2 more and then work 2 corners in this very last chain. So 3 double crochets, a chain of 2, 3 more double crochets, a chain of 2, and 3 more double crochets. And that's going to bring us around the corner so we can start to form a rectangle with a corner here and a corner here. Now let's repeat across onto the other side of our foundation chain. So we're working clusters into the opposite end of where we work the clusters in the beginning of the round. So we'll just skip this chain and then work a 3 double crochet cluster right onto this side. Remember, we just rotated our work so we can begin to work more clusters into the opposite side of the foundation chain. And then I'm going to repeat those clusters across. And now that we've reached the end, we have 1 corner here, but we need to make 1 more corner so we can have a rectangle like we do on this side of the round. So we're going to work into this same chain right here, another 3 double crochet cluster, and then a chain of 2, 1, 2, and then we'll just join to the beginning of the round by working a slip stitch right into that beginning chain. And that was how you set up your rectangle. Now let's move on to round 1. I'm going to make a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and that's going to count as your first double crochet. And then you want to turn your work. Now into this first chain 2 space right here, we're going to create another corner. So we'll put 2 more double crochets, a chain of 2, and now 3 more double crochets into that same space. And that's going to form the first corner of your rectangle. Now let's work our clusters, which we're going to put in between the other 2 clusters from the previous round. So we'll just work them into these spaces here. So 1, 2, 3 double crochet cluster. Now into this next space, 1, 2, 3 double crochet clusters, and you can just repeat that until you reach the end. Okay, now that you're at almost the end of the round, you're at the corner, we have to make another corner here. So just like we have been, we will work 3 double crochets, a chain of 2, and 3 more double crochets all into that same space, which was the corner from the previous round. We're just putting another corner into that corner. Now we can move on, continuing around. We need another corner here. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 more to make a corner. And again, along the side edge, we'll do just what we did down here, which is clusters in the spaces between clusters. And I'm at my last corner, so we'll work 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets into that same corner space. So chain 2, and then just join in the top of that first chain 3 of the round. And now we're on to round 2, and this is where it gets pretty simple. We're just going to kind of repeat what we've been doing where we're creating those corners around the rectangle and then working our clusters along the sides in the spaces between clusters. So start with a chain of 3. Remember to turn your work. And here's my first space right here. I want to make my first cluster, which is going to be on the shorter side of my rectangle. So I need a cluster there. I need a corner here in this corner. And then I need my clusters into each of these spaces along the long side edge of the rectangle. I'm back at a corner, so I'll work 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 more double crochet in the same space to make a corner. And remember here, I need another cluster along the short side edge of my rectangle. So just one for this round, but you'll be doing more as you do more rounds and your piece expands. So another corner, and then you'll just continue along the next long side edge. And now to my last corner. Now at the end of this round, I don't have to do another chain of 2 because I have my first cluster right here and I have my corner right here. So I can just join the round like that. And now you're just going to continue like this, where you're increasing your clusters along the short sides of your rectangle and also along the long sides of your rectangle, and then you'll just work a corner in each of the 4 corners that you've created. And that is how you make the strawberry shortcake throw. Thanks for watching. See you next time.